Drew Barrymore, welcome again. Welcome back to Loose Women.
Thank you for having me again.
So, Santa Clarita's Diet, which we're here to talk about, Netflix. It's about a woman who gets a virus, becomes a zombie without giving too much away. But when you got that script and some of the scenes, which are quite dark, what did you think?
Yes. Like, let's go for it, you know, because it is make-believe. So, you know, we're not hurting anyone. We're actually doing something that's funny and light.
There was a couple of moments though where I was like, how are you doing that? How are you eating the flesh? As if it's just like a chicken pie.
Yeah, I know. Because I love food so much, and I was very hungry because I lost 20 pounds over the course of the show, so I was on like a very strict diet.
You mentioned the weight loss there because Sheila has a bit of a transformation, doesn't she? And in more ways than one, actually, in look and in mentality.
I wanted it to be very subtle and ungimmicky, and I think you really notice it more from beginning to end rather than all the way through it.
Did you put weight on for the role to then lose it, or did you just come in as you were and then lose the weight for the role, or which way around was it?
Ironically, I was just heavy going into it, and I was like, "Hey,
you weren't heavy."
No, I was like, no, I was, but I was like 144 pounds, and I was like, "Hey, Victor, I have an idea." He was like, "But I'm worried you're going to be angry and hungry and in a bad mood." And I was like, "No,
for Sheila.
I am going to be feeling great and excited and liberated."
There isn't just the physical change in Sheila. As the series goes on, there is a definite emotional change.
Yeah.
She goes from being quite a timid, shy, kind of under the radar lady to this outgoing, really liberal mom who seems to kind of let her daughter do whatever she wants.
I know.
Does that mirror your life a little bit?
No, because I think that Sheila is a hybrid of my younger and older self, because I'm sure my younger self would have been like, do whatever you want. And I'm glad I got to live that life. And my older self that's a mom is like, everything has consequences. I think she's learning it much quicker than I did, but I related to that.
Is it easier doing a TV series when you've got a family life than it is doing a film and going on location and on set?
I think the hours in TV and movies can be difficult, of course, and that's why I wanted to step away from it to raise my kids. So I was nervous to go back to it, but this was so civilized. It was amazing.
Normal working hours.
The funniest thing that happened, though, was we got in these driving cars, and I was like, these are self-driving cars, right? Because my daughter, Frankie, who's about to be 3, is driving the car, so we're good, right? And they're like, oh, yes. And we get on the track, and she's fully driving the car, and she can't even see over the steering wheel. And I'm like next to her, like, and then she keeps going like, no, Mommy, I've got it. And I'm like, I know, but you're 3. You can't see the road.
And do they know what you do? Do they?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have to say, it was very difficult for me as a mom, especially with Olive, who's a very intuitive and sensitive creature. When people would come up to me and say, like, hi, can I get a picture or an autograph or whatever, it really upset her for a while. Now she gets it, and she's moved on to other things, and I'm very happy about that.
Are they anything like you at 6? Because I've seen interviews of you when you were really young, and you're just so together.
I see myself as a 6 or 7-year-old, and I feel so precocious.
Do they seem to want to go into the same industry as you? Or
yeah, I wanted to do it at 4 or 5, weirdly. Like, I was like, no, like the Planters peanut guy. I really was. Every Monday night we have movie night, and we host a bunch of kids from her school or the neighborhood, and so I'm like, Olive, do you want to announce the movie? And she's like, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're showing Home Alone. And like, she'll literally run into, like, it's so cute. Like, she loves.
I want to live in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
Come to movie night.
I know, it's so fun every Monday.
Okay,
4:30.
done. I'll see you there.
I feel as though I know you because I've got kids, and you are.
How old are your kids?
Well, 24, 13, and they both. I was saying this morning about my 13-year-old. My 13-year-old adores you, and my 24-year-old was going, I adored her first.
By the way, you are such a fox.
Oh, thank you.
I was about to say something else, and I was like, that's inappropriate.
She's going to bite me, I can tell.
I might, especially in that yummy pink jumper.
Well, we absolutely love the series and love the fact that you're not just a movie star, a TV star, you're a massive powerhouse of a mother and an absolute inspiration. I think
You are so nice, and thank you so much. And in your cute kicks that I want to take a picture of.
Deal.
Love them.
We get some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.